Receiving positive feedback for engaging in desired behaviors is extremely motivating for students. When teachers recognize the positive efforts of their students, not only does that bring a sense of joy to the students will also be more likely to keep engaging in those desired behaviors. However, a classroom can be a very busy place for teachers. Most teachers already know the importance of providing positive feedback to their students, but often find this task challenging with all the other demands that are required of them. One generalization tactic, called recruiting reinforcement, was developed to shift some of the responsibility from the teacher to the student. Let's take a look at how we can teach a learner to recruit reinforcement when in the classroom. This flowchart illustrates an effective way to teach a learner the process of recruiting reinforcement from a teacher. Once you teach this process to the learner, consider keeping the flowchart in a visible place to remind all learners. We start with get work, then do work, then work is complete, check work for completion, look for teacher. If the teacher is available, then recruit teacher attention, gain teacher feedback and/or praise. Student then smiles and says thanks. If the teacher is not available, look for expectations on the board or what peers are doing. Then, if the teacher is available, follow those steps. Recruiting reinforcement will only be effective for the learner if the learner is taught to identify when the teacher is available versus unavailable. Here are some examples of when the teacher is available. You can teach the learner to pay attention to when the teacher is available in order to recruit reinforcement at an appropriate time. It's also just as important to teach learners to recruit reinforcement in the midst of an assignment rather than waiting until the end of an activity. Sometimes the extra reinforcement will offer the needed support in order to complete the assignment. Let's take a look at a flowchart that can be beneficial for the teacher. Student recruits. Teacher checks work. If work is complete and/or accurate, then teacher gives praise, student smiles and says thanks. If the work is incomplete and/or inaccurate, then teacher gives instructional assistance, then student smiles and says thanks. Recruiting reinforcement is an important skill to teach our learners. Since we know reinforcement helps increase desired behaviors, learners can increase this opportunity to receive reinforcement when told to recruit it. Give it a shot. For more information, please visit voiceadvisor.org.